Dev TV here on DCRTV.com. How are you doing? I am very good. I'm fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. So, if you look at DCRTV today, you'll see picture. That picture. Yeah, look at that. A DC 101 memory. Isn't that cool? Rockin' Roadster from 1977 with Howard Page, Michael McKay, Gary Chase, Chris Montgomery, Jerry Strider, Dave Brown, YDB, Young Dave Brown. So everyone says, Dave, you got some more DC 101 memories. And we got a whole bunch. If you go to Plus, if you give us 29 bucks, yeah, it's $29. 29 bucks. Go to DCRTV Plus. I'm just trying different ways of doing this show today. It's like my feet. Here are my bare feet. If you go to DCRTV Plus, we have a whole DC 101 tribute page. Okay, a whole lot of stuff. But I got a whole pile of DC radio memories. So what I did was I went to the massive DC RTV archive in the other room over there, and I pulled this up. And this is interesting. Friend gave me this. Remember, who gave me this? I believe this was Rusty. My good friend Rusty Gibson gave me these. He gave me these pies. Yes, Rusty Gibson. Rusty Gibson. Remember Rusty? He did a show on Radio Fairfax, WEBR. What do they call it now? I think it's just called Radio Fairfax. The oldie show, rock and roll oldies. And a really cool guy. And he's listed down in Fairfax. And he's doing well, by the way. I talk to him every now and then. But he gave me this paper a couple years ago. And it's called The Phonograph. And it was one of those things that they gave out for free at the local, Kent Mills and Penguin Feathers and Waxy Maxies and stuff like that. And it's put out by DC 101, freeform DC 101 here. And it's got the latest news. This is from December 1976, so this is about the same time as that other thing. It's got, what's the news on here? Leo Sayer, Ray Davies, Todd Rundgren, a new album from Jackson Browne. And then, of course, you got this full-page spread here for DC 101. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that neat? You could hit this pause button, on your little video player there, and you can read all that. But really cool. DC 101. Okay, Dwight Douglas, program director, and all that. Dave Mason, Nazareth. Oh my God! You see this? See where I'm sitting? It's this giant. Look at this stone coffee table down there. There you go. Look at that thing. I love it. It weighs about 800 pounds. My mom passed away. I said, there's only one thing of Mom's that I really, really, really want. I told my sister that. I said, you can have everything else in the house, but I want the stone coffee table. Elvin Bishop. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking for remember Burton Cummings in the Guess Who? But of course, here's another cool DC 101 ad. Okay, there we go. Maybe, I don't know, is it better to see it this way or that way? I don't know. It's hard to see that. It's hard, the glare there and whatever. But anyhow, let me read it to you. Up from the swamps and a sound. Rhythms and burning feet. Silence with snakes. Up from the heat and gators. Fried lightly in the southern sun and left briefly to cool out. Served with a dish of awareness. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of time goes into doing a radio show and a lot of time goes into making a good jock. Through a bizarre series of accidents, including several years of broadcast arts in college while trying for a physics degree, I have seemed to wound up as an FM rock and roll DJ, Jerry Strider, on the weekends. Now, rock stations, that's Jerry Strider, by the way. Rock stations just don't do this kind of promotion anymore. Anyhow, Leo Sayer. What else is in here? Rex, not T-Rex, just Rex. Burton Cummings, Bob Seger, Night Moves album, Loggins and Messina. My sister had a crush on Kenny Loggins when she was a wee thing. And maybe I did too. Fog Hat. What else is in here? A lot of cool things. Ray Davies, Parliament. I'm just looking for any other, okay, so Mick Jagger in here. Looking for any other DC 101 promotional things. Oh, big article, big interview here with Joni Mitchell. Oh my goodness, it's falling apart. Everything's falling apart. Oh, here we go. DC 101. Okay, here's an interesting one. DC 101, have a happy holiday. Okay, there's a whole bunch of ads here. Have a happy holiday. And look at that. There's an ad for the Sound Gallery, the Sixth Sense, Rainbow Tree, Up Against the Wall, memory clothing store, Yamaha guitar. 7 records for $10 at the Discount Record and Bookshop, 1340 Connecticut Avenue at DuPont Circle. Huh. I'll have to go by there. It's probably still open. What do you think? That store's probably still there. Afternoon Delight on DC 101. Dave Brown, 6 to 10 a.m. on DC 101. Of course, that's obviously before Howard Stern came. You know, when did Howard Stern come to DC 101? Somewhere in the early 80s, right? But Dave Brown there, the Starland vocal band, John Denver. You will not hear John Denver on DC 101 these days. That's for sure. And then I thought another interesting thing, while we're in the DC 101 memory today, the old memory, is to compare. Now, this is the style section today, the Washington Post. Pretty lame, really thin. It's only 8 pages. There's virtually no ads in this, okay? There's a donate your car ad, which is a tiny little thing. That's probably a giveaway, and that's it. There's like no ads in this. And then you look in here, and what do? The reliable source. They actually have 2 chicks writing this thing. Okay, and what do they write? And what's one of the big articles in this? We asked WPGC's DJ Heat to tell us what his favorite summer songs are. And so they have a list of his 7 favorite summer songs. I mean, that's the stunning, breaking exclusive. You know, these people that paid a salary to do that. To actually dream up ideas and fill out this paper. But anyhow, that's it. It's 8 pages with almost no ads. It's all just movie listings and comics and hardly any TV news and big pictures, and that's it. So then you look at the style section. Now, this is 1983. Okay, this is the style section from 1983, comparatively, the Washington Post, and it's 18 pages long. Okay? And you go in here, and there's, lots of big ads. There's Han Shoes and Rosendorf Evans and T.H. Mandy. And then there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shoes here. Woodward and Lothrop, 2 big ads. Then there's another Garfinkel's, 2 big ads. Redken, Heck Company. Holiday sale at Garden House, Revlon, Garfinkel's. I mean, there must be 30 ads in here. The more Hex, Neiman Marcus ads, jewelry stores. More Garfinkel's, Naturalizer shoes. Every page is full of ads. And then, just 18 pages full of ads. Ooh, look at panties there from Woodward and Lothrop. Compare the two, huh? The good old days and today. I don't know. It's just interesting to see the decline and fall of the print newspaper, huh? I mean, when you look at 1983, the style section, 18 pages and chock full of ads. There must be 30, 35 ads there. And then today, it's down to 8 pages and virtually no ads. So, I don't know. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sylvie and Waldorf. Sylvie's a really nice person. Did I meet her? I think I met her once. Did I meet her? I don't know. She used to email me a lot. Used to be on the mailbag a lot. Anyhow, I did meet her. I think I met her at Starbucks once. I think I did. But she's one of those regular call-ins to WMAL. And it was funny this morning because Brian and Larry suggested that she be the new member of The View on ABC. I thought that was funny. But that's how pathetic that show's getting. Sylvie and Waldorf. Okay, somebody said to me, Dave, what's up with Comcast? Comcast, you go to this Xfinity.tv website, and you can watch TV shows on there, and it's like every time I go on there, something screws up. They do this thing where they read part of a program, and then they have an ad. And as I said on Facebook, sometimes when you're watching, the ad will come up with maybe just a tiny little ad in the corner of the screen, and then it just gets stuck, and then you can't get back to the show. Or sometimes the ads run really loud, like twice the volume of the program, and sometimes there were so many ads that just never stops, and you never get back to the program, and you have to bounce out and restart everything. There are some times when you know, it's just every time you watch anything on Xfinity.TV, Comcast online website, something screws up. There was one time I was trying to watch Marin. I like Mark Maron's show there on IFC, but I don't want to watch it on IFC. I want to watch it on the internet when I want to watch it. And I go on there, and it runs the first segment of the show. Then it runs a bunch of ads, and then it gets back and runs the first segment of the show again. And then a bunch of ads, and then the first segment of the show again. I'm like, what the F's up with that? I can't watch the rest of the show. I don't know. It's nutty. And, you know, I'm sure if you're a Comcast subscriber, this is, what I have to do is, this is the real world of Comcast. This is what it's really like to subscribe to Comcast. This is the everyday hell that Comcast is. Yeah, I have Netflix too, and I have never had a problem with Netflix. And once in a while, the internet will conk out in the middle of Netflix, and it'll stop and rebuffer or something like that. But almost never have a problem with doing their programming at all. But Comcast is a pain in the butt. It certainly is. All right, folks, we hit the 11-minute mark. I'm trying to keep these short these days, and I'm not succeeding. Thanks for watching Dave TV on this, what is today? The 27th of June, 2014, almost halfway through the year of 2014. Wow, it's really, time sure flies, doesn't it? All right, folks, have a good one. God bless you, and adios, amigos.